No, the media can enter every single house without invitation. And if you want really to make a change in the community, the media is a real partner for you, because they can actually, I mean, everyone listen to them. They hear what they say, and they can actually deliver all the messages to everyone and reach most of the people in minimum time. So I think the media, they also have the ability to polarize the story and create a sympathy, and the sympathy and empathy the community needed to do to make a change, or we need to have it from the community to change this perception of any stigma or taboo or issue in society.
What's the period targeted for these awards?
The deadline is 31st of August. So it's the 1st of August, and we opened it like 1 month ago. So I think it's a good time. 31st of August, we will collect all the applications.
Any story from the past?
Yes, yes.
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 Okay, now, who is, when we hear of Rasha
Kelej.
Who is Rasha Kelej in simple terms?
Rasha Kelej is an African woman from Egypt, and I'm a pharmacist. And my passion is to empower women and youth, and to create the platform of future experts in healthcare and improve access to innovative and equitable healthcare solutions. So this is my passion, and I'm very lucky and proud to work for Merck Foundation as the CEO of Merck Foundation, which is owned by Merck family and Merck company, which is the world's oldest pharmaceutical and chemical company. I'm very proud and lucky that they have the same vision that everyone on earth has to have healthy and fulfilling lives. And they take the CSR as part of the DNA of the organization throughout the whole, all the generations. They want to be part of the community they operate in. And of course, this is the dream come true for me.
Yeah. So what impact has the program Merck More Than a Mother had for African women, East African women?
What part of?
The impact.
Impact.
The impact
you know that if you go to our YouTube and website, you will see the impact for yourself, even without me saying anything. You will see that a lot of women who's been empowered, the transformation stories of them before and after their struggle with the stigma of infertility and the discrimination and ostracization they faced and suffered. And then after we established for them the small businesses, and we raise awareness about that fertility is not a stigma, how their life changed in their community and how they respected. I invite everyone to watch this video we watched today with you, so they understand what is the impact Merck Foundation and Merck More Than a Mother had on this women in this community. Of course, we have also programs about empowering women in STEM, science and technology, mathematics and engineering, specifically focusing on science and technology, and this is also a very important program for me.
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier, but now on record, First Ladies in Africa are having many programs targeting women and children.
Yes.
Are there plans to partner with them?
Of course. We have already 3 First Ladies are on board with us as ambassadors for Merck More Than a Mother. First Lady of Central African Republic, First Lady of Sierra Leone, and First Lady of Nigeria. You go to our website and you will see there's videos and the messages they send to their communities and women and men about supporting the cause and changing the culture, message to change the culture and raise awareness. I was in African Union Summit for the First Ladies meeting. I met more than 17 First Ladies from Africa. They are all over excited to implement and to take Merck More Than a Mother forward in their countries and to be ambassador for Merck More Than a Mother and send their messages out to millions and millions of women and men across their countries and the world.
In Tanzania, there's a question I asked where young women, young ladies who get pregnant in school, they have been locked away from school. Just a comment as an expert in the health matters.
As what?
In Tanzania?
Yes, they blocked
girls,
from the school if they are pregnant, yes.
As an expert,
Yes.
opinion, you must be having an opinion on this.
I need to ask about this because I didn't know this information. And they blocked until what? Until they have babies,
They
or
have babies,
and then they come back?
Yeah, some even give up and would not
Yes.
go back to school because their relationship, if they don't get education,
Yes.
likelihood maybe they may even be infertile in future.
Exactly. As I said before, having pregnancy in young age, while all the community is not supporting and they cannot have access to the correct and appropriate care, health care, what will happen is they will go to unsafe methods to delivery or maybe abortion, and this will, and I assure you, will contribute to a high percentage of being infertile in the future. So I advise every girl and woman to have safe sex and avoid risky behavior. But in case if something happened like that, I mean, call for forgiveness and to support and to educate them for the future, because it's not the end of the world. So I mean, this is what I can say, that for all the future women and girls and adolescents, please take care of yourself and avoid all the the risky behavior, so you can prevent infertility.
Yeah, specifically for how have you worked with East African governments to improve access to fertility care?
Yes, we are talking to all the healthcare sector in Kenya, Ministry of Health in Uganda, and Tanzania also. And we had already sent a lot of doctors for training for fertility specialists to also become ambassadors in their community. It's very important. We sent actually 4 doctors from Tanzania, and I'm going to Tanzania next week to have a meeting with Her Excellency Vice President to talk about this campaign and take it forward in Tanzania with our ambassadors of Tanzania, which is the doctors we sent for training and embryologists. I think this will be great. And you've seen Uganda is already doing very fine, and we have this campaign 2 years now, and we have almost intervened in 1,000 women to establish their own businesses and raising awareness in all platforms in Uganda.
Okay, so what are some of the interventions you are putting in place to
Yeah.
reduce the suffering?
Yes, empowering Berna project, which all the women we discover and they share their stories with us. If they are not treatable anymore, there is no hope for treatment due to their biological age because they are older now, and or due to the biological condition because they lost a productive system function due to the infectious disease they had when they were young, 14 and 15 years old, after marriage or pregnancy, which is handled unsafely due to abortion or pregnancy or delivery. We actually help them to establish small businesses and group them in groups, a support group. So we can have, like, for example, we had chicken farms, we have cow farms, restaurants, catering businesses, oil businesses, many other things, not only in East Africa, also in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Ethiopia, in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, in Cote d'Ivoire, too many countries, and we're still expanding to other countries. As I said, when we met the first ladies of Africa, they are wonderful ladies, and they want to help us to get into the countries and start to help these women, the future couples, by raising awareness about prevention, management, and male infertility, and also the women who has no hope anymore to get treated. As I said, we cannot leave them behind. No way. We have to keep helping them, because it's unethical to leave them in their suffering and losing their purpose in life, because the community are treating them very badly, and they treat them like they have no purpose in life and they are waiting to die.
So how bad is the situation in Africa? What percentage of women
Yes,
are affected? by this?
it's 1 couple every 4 couples in the productive age are facing infertility, and it's very high number. But there is also around 85% of these causes can be prevented, because it's due to untreated infectious diseases. Infectious diseases which resulted from STDs, or unsafe abortion, unsafe delivery, or genital mutation, or child marriage. All the things we are advocating against every single day, the complication of these things can be infertility. So prevention is very important. So if people know that, they will always have regular checkups, they avoid all these practices which we are against. against all. So because the complication can be infertility. And of course, there is also a lot of things you can do to avoid infertility, like avoiding toxins, pollutions, chemical exposure, pesticides and paints for men and women also can prevent infertility. Also having a diet, a healthy diet, regular exercise, stop smoking, limit alcohol intake, all this contribute to the infertility percentage and incidence in female and males. We have to understand also that women are not the only one who is responsible for infertility. This for sure, scientifically, 50% of the causes of infertility due to male factor. So women cannot be only responsible for treatment and having children. Men and women should go for tests together. The husband should support his wife and join the journey of treatment of infertility with her to be able to have a family and happy life, you know. So it's very, very important.
How did you get the idea of studying this program? What motivated you?
It motivated me because I am in Africa all the time, an African woman, and I was doing programs about diabetes and hypertension. I met few women in the villages. They told me that we have hypertension, we have diabetes because of the treatment we've got, because we don't have children. And then I said, what? But can you please tell me the story more? And they told me horrible things they are facing every day, every single day, all their life. Why? I mean, it's not even fair. It's not even something they contribute to. It's something they happen to them, and this is one only organ. It's not fair to be judged by only one organ in your body, and your value in life is limited to giving birth or not. So it's like baby making machine. Then if it's not working, put it aside. No, they can contribute to life and be independent and strong and help the community in many, many ways, whether they have children or not. Because they are not contributing only to the family, they can contribute to the whole society and the community. That's why I came with this idea, being working for Merck, and Merck is a leader in fertility management. So who else can do it? We know how to do it. So I created this campaign. I was actually expecting that a lot of women, strong women, will rally behind the cause, but I didn't expect that also strong men will go behind the cause, rally behind it, and that fast. So I was stunned by people when they see that the impact and the suffering, they cannot turn their eyes or avoid or deny it. They have to participate.
So what gives you pleasure in this work? What keeps you?
I was to see this video. I mean, to see the women. I mean, did you? I mean, did you see the video?
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing to see that you can transform, touch people's lives, and you can see it in front of your eyes. And you can help them and take them out of their suffering. And with something like that, they had no hope in life that someone will even address this issue. It's, for example, for them, it's something they never dream of. And they were suffering badly. Did you see, there's a lot of cases which, not like this, it's even more severe. That people have been chopped their wives' hands and legs and blind them with acids. And oh my God, there's a lot of cases. I cannot even show it in the videos anymore because it's very sad. So to contribute to prevent these things, it's the ultimate goal for me.
Suppose you are not doing this program, what else could you be doing?
Actually, I will be doing which I was doing before this program, which is building capacity and developing the future and providing training for young doctors and women doctors to be oncologists and diabetes specialists and things which I feel that it's lacking and it's a challenge in the access of innovative healthcare solutions in Africa and developing countries. Being also as a woman and a pharmacist, and I know how the education and the training can contribute to your life, but not only to your life, to the lives of the people around you, all of them. So I felt that this is my goal in life, and it's a goal also of Merck Foundation and Merck family, who is the owner of Merck company. So it's actually very, very aligned goals, and that's why I enjoy my work very, very much, and I'm proud to work with them.
Being a pharmacist, the major problem in Africa is access to cheap, affordable drugs.
Yes.
What could you say should be done to ensure that we have access, even people who are suffering from HIV? access to drugs, affordable drugs?
Look, I mean, it's not only the challenge in Africa is access to affordable drugs, because I argue on this with many, many people. For example, let us say, for example, cancer. How many oncologists in Ethiopia? 3 oncologists. For 100 million. How many oncologists in Kenya? 13. For 45 million. This is not even enough to treat people in Nairobi by itself. So, and all of them are in the capital. So I feel that the lack of the professional and professional skills in healthcare is more than lack of the medication. Because if you give donation for medication, who will give it? Where's the doctors? For oncology, for example, let's say for cancer. If you give equipment and centers, who will run it? So you have also to develop these things. So I with Merck endorsement and Merck Foundation support, as the CEO of Merck Foundation, we decided that we are going to focus on building capacity and developing these professional skills to be able to provide something really valuable. And it's not easy to do to provide. Increasing the limited number of the doctor and specialists, especially in cancer, diabetes, and hypertension, and fertility. So every foundation and every organization should start focus on one goal. You cannot do every single thing. So if you focus on your goal and successfully and consistently with persistence, you will achieve something you will be proud of, and you will contribute with significant numbers. But if you do everything vaguely and just scratch the surface, it will not add value to anyone.
What motto, what code do you live by? What
The motto? Is passion and results at the same time. So I always like the passion because it's inspirational. I have passion to what I'm doing, and I like to deal with people with passion. And but not only passion is important, it has to also be result oriented, because we are not in a movie. We are all driving our emotion, and that's it. It has to also to be result oriented. So I want to see results in front of me. I like to people who define success properly. Success is what you should, what you achieve against what you should and could have done. It's not that a number or things. For example, if your target is so, but you can achieve more, this is, for me, is the ultimate success. And you don't compare yourself with others. You compare yourself with what you can do. So this is my motto in life.
Do you have free time? And if you have,
I like fashion, so I like very much dressing and fashion and everything. If I have time, usually yes. I like that very much, and even thought one day when I retire, I will take care of the new, I like the young and future fashion designers and art and these things.
Are you a designer yourself?
I used to design jewelry as well and make them handmade. So I like these things very much. I like art, and I like, you see also from our videos, I edit them myself, and I like this part of art and fashion. So I think when I retire, if I have a little job and little things I do, I will take this forward, definitely.
Okay. Social life, you have children of your own?
I'm married, but I don't have children. I choose not to have children because I wanted to focus myself and my career on achieving things which is will take a lot of time and will not have this exactly. I was very fit for Merck more than a mother, because I want to say, even if you choose to not to have children by your own choice, it still can be more than a mother, and you can be successful, influential person, and people respect you across the whole world, because you contribute to the community and to society even more than being maybe a mother responsible for 1 or 2 kids.
Which person in your life inspired you?
It's a lot of people, different stages. So what to say? I'm inspired by everyone who is. I like very much to look at the inventions and the scientific research and scientific exploration and the inventors across the world, and how they dedicate their life and their time and fail and succeed and fail and fail and then succeed until they reach a discovery which everyone can save lives. And I'm always inspired by these stories, really very much. Not a single one, but all of them.
What particular person that you cannot avoid to mention in your life?
I can say, for example, from my recent life, not the older one, Professor Frank Stangeberg-Haverkamp. He is the chairman of Merck Executive Board and Merck Foundation Board of Trustees. I cannot avoid that he supported our activities, his belief, and you know, as an owner of the company and one of the biggest shareholders in the company, if they are not supporting the activities and the contribution to society we are doing and believe in what we are doing, because when we started very small. And if he doesn't have this belief that we are going to be bigger and we can contribute significantly to the community and society, we will never be there. So I believe that he empowered me very much as a woman from Africa to give me the leadership of the whole Merck Foundation. It's not a small thing to be the CEO of Merck Foundation, a German global company, and I am a woman from Africa. So it's, I cannot deny that he is the reason for my success and happiness at the moment, definitely.
Seems you have passion for mothers. Something you learned from a mother?
My mother?
Yes, your mother.
Yes,
or any other mother?
of course. I mean, this is very common, and very that you're the first person you get in touch with is your mother, and they contribute to your things. So I don't want to repeat everything everyone said. I mean, this is normal. I mean, the mother is a contributing factor and very strong factor to shape the person you are at the moment. Definitely.
You have a particular color you love?
I love blue and purple.
Today you are in one of them.
Blue, yes.
Yes. So what makes you happy?
I spend some time with my husband because I'm away most of the time, and really I look forward always to come back home and spend time with my husband. It makes me very happy,
You have a
very
particular
happy.
destination you love?
Italy and Spain.
Italy and Spain.
And outside Africa. In Africa, Kenya and Uganda.
In Kenya specifically?
Kenya, I've never been outside Nairobi. But I like Nairobi.
Naivasha.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, I need to see these places. But Kenya and Uganda I like to be there.
When you
very
started
much.
the Merck program, how was it taken? Did you imagine it could be this big?
As I told you, when I start Merck, more than a mother specifically, I was expecting that I will have the attention and a lot of strong women will rally behind the cause, but this might take me 5 to 10 years. I never expect that it will have this impact that fast. Within 6 months and 1 year, I have all these strong women and men rallying behind the cause, and this thing. I think this is God. Making, because it's really that when you have the passion and you did everything correct, just God give you the success and the impact you dreamt of, because you have this pure intention in your heart.
Any challenges so far?
Only the challenge I have at the moment is how to be on all these places by myself, because I like very much to be by myself in these countries and see the women by myself and touch everything and see it firsthand. You know, not someone tell me second and third hand. So I like to see it myself and I dig behind, under everything, 7 layers below every problems and studies. I wish that I have cloning or something I can send to different places so we can see that quickly. This is the only challenge. I'm thinking what I'm going to do in the rest of the year and 2018, and how many places I have to travel, and how many times, how long I will leave my husband by himself. This is very, very important.
In Africa and in Kenya, most men only go to hospital when they are sick.
Yes.
Yeah. As an expert, a medical expert, what can you tell? Is there any importance of frequent checkup, medical checkup?
Yes, exactly, because you don't have to wait until you're sick, because there is a lot of things can be prevented and a lot of things can be treated basically if only early detection or early diagnosis. For example, let's have an example. They will be shocked. Cancer. 30% of the cases of cancer can be prevented. 30%. So only with having certain ways to prevent, and you can see it in our social media and YouTube, the prevention, how to prevent cancer, or cancer prevention tips. It's very easy. One of them, for example, four things we know: eat healthy, exercise regularly, stop smoking, and limit alcohol intake. This is cancer prevention. Okay, and 30% of the cancer can be treated with basic treatment in no time if it's diagnosed early. So with a normal checkup, you can diagnose something and you can get rid of it instead of being very advanced and complication and not very high percentage of treatment. So these things I encourage all the men. For also infertility, the same. Early diagnosis, it will help you to have children quicker, have your beautiful and happy family. And prevention also.
Yeah. A message
Yes.
to the mothers who are unable to get children.
Women who can able to get children. Yes. So women who cannot have children, you're still strong and beautiful, and you are more than mothers. You can contribute to society, community. You can have a great value to everyone around you, whether you have children or not. You can also help other society and community, not only your family. So be strong and self-confidence. Don't let anyone abuse you or discriminate you because you don't have children. Stand up for yourself and be a role model for other women and advise them to how to prevent infertility and how to have a happy, balanced life. I encourage the young men to go with their wives to have checkup and treated. This is the only way to have a happy family life and stop and change this culture completely. Yes, thank you. Thank you.